home of free checking.
Let's do it.
Freshman who's right around 6'3", 6'4", coming into tonight. This kid is going to have a lot of potential with Todd Bouldry after him. Right. And the tip is going to be controlled by the Redskins. It'll be handled by Devin Garvison, the 5'7" sophomore. He's a good outside shooter. Drug a pivot foot, but got away with it. At the top of the key now, David Campbell. Got it up by Randy Davis. Campbell takes the left elbow, pushed it back out to Jacob Cole. He's another good outside threat for the Redskins. Cole now gives it back into the hands of Campbell. Campbell looking inside, nothing happening. Randy tries to mark him up. Now Campbell picks up the dribble to the top of the key with the lead to Sanders. The freshman looking, and he'll dump it off to Campbell again. David Campbell, a versatile player, loves to develop his moves as he's going into the lane. He's trapped, splits through it, threw it away. It's loose, and Chad Clinton comes away with it for Plymouth. Chad now in the offense, and Knox turns over the ball on the first possession of their game. Randy Davis has it left wing side. Wendell to Clinton on the right wing. Back to the top, Palmer. Now to Randy off the screen. Nothing happening on the left baseline. Randy picked up the dribble, finds Palmer to the paint, spin move, throws up a shot, scores as he banked it in off the glass.
Similar to the shot last night, Jacob Palmer taking it inside strong and makes the basket and goes to the free throw line. Last night he was 4 of 5 from the free throw line.
So to the free throw line is Jacob Palmer.
We talked about in the pregame the importance for Knox not to turn the ball over, and they did on the first possession.
You heard Todd Bouldry talk about it on the pregame. As that free throw is good. 3-0 in favor of the Pilgrims to begin this one. Back for it and trapped by Randy Davis, who kicks a pass out of bounds, was Jacob Cole of Knox. He could not find any outlet.
They had the 10-second problem, but then Randy kicked the ball on the on the pass, so they get a break.
Campbell will inbound. It's into the hands of Binkley, who's in for the first time tonight. Cody, another trap in the backcourt. Campbell needs some help, and he's able to find Binkley up court, left wing side to the corner, dribbling out of it. Garvison now lets go a shot and missed it. And a rebound taken by Clinton. Pushed it up to Palmer. Palmer on the left wing side. Zips it over to the far side. Randy shot, fake dives. Now he's going to have to pull up. Finds Clinton at the top. Left corner window spotting for three. Bounce off the rim, no good. Rebound chase after.
Chad's going to get that foul for holding.
So CC gets credited with that foul.
Knox playing man-to-man. How could you play man-to-man against us after what we've done against the zone the last two games? But they are.
It'll be Campbell with the basketball. Well, Bouldry feels that he has the athletes to match up at least for right now in the early stages. Now, that's probably going to change by game's end or Bouldry dictated by the score as this one goes on. But right now it's only 3-0 Plymouth, and Palmer gets called for the reach in.
They're going to go against Chad.
They're going to get Clinton.
Let's see.
Maybe Clinton.
24, Chad Clinton picks up his second. Chad was our best three-point shooter last night, and we need him on the floor desperately, but he's got 2 fouls early.
Knocks inbounds left of the basket here. Binkley will throw it out high. It's going to be caught in the backcourt by Jacob Cole. Plymouth will give him room until he hits the timeline there. He's picked up by Wendell. To the right side, Binkley. Binkley looking, keeping the ball up high. Now he sees the baseline. Randy came over and deflected it away. So it goes out of bounds, inbound Knox. Binkley will do the honors here on the inbound. And it'll be taken out high by Garvison. Hooked over to Cole. Cole picked up by Palmer, who deflected it, but there's Garvison to save it. Garvison goes to the elbow, down low into the big man Sanders, and he draws the foul.
Jared Wendell didn't get there in time on the crossover from the weak side to the strong side by the 5-post person, and he's at the line.
5:44 left to go here in the first.
Kyle Sanders, 6'2" freshman. He's a big 6'2", let me tell you.
And the freshman delivers and hits. Sanders came in 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Looked pretty good on that one.
That's what I'm saying. Jeez. Did not play versus Bremen.
Second free throw is good. So now it's a 3-2 affair. Plymouth leading by 1. Randy Davis with the basketball right side. Baseline drive, kick to the wing, caught Wendell. Top of the key now, Palmer. Palmer will go right side, pick up his dribble into the paint. Clinton shot fake, dumped it underneath the ribs. He gets fouled. As Renz apparently traveled.
No, he did not travel.
Well, he did not, and that's why I used the word apparently.
Yeah, he was fouled, and that's why he traveled. There's a difference. There's a big difference.
That official had no clue what he was calling there. Wow, Binkley across the timeline, marked up on a trap, threw an elbow, and window goes down, no call. Now Campbell with the basketball. Campbell, right-handed dribble, hands off, Garbison again. Campbell, right corner. He'll dribble out of it, right angle. Now into the hands of Cole. Marked up there by Palmer High. And to his own guy, Campbell. Slowed him down. Campbell with the basketball. Left elbow. Back to the top, Garbison again. Again, this Garbison. And now we got a whistle.
That's a turnover.
Turnover, and it'll be Plymouth basketball.
Yeah, Cody Binkley the sophomore, was not looking for the pass and went right into the bleachers.
So a turnover by Knox will give the Pilgrims an opportunity to up their ante. It's only 3-2 right now. Randy Davis on the right side of the top rim, slings it around. Clinton who spots for three. He's fouled, no bucket. And Binkley, who fouls him, helps him up, but Chad's going to go to the free throw line. Oh, no, wait a minute.
After the shot, Tony, after the shot.
Foul number 30, Cody Binkley gets first, team second.
So no three free throws coming up for Clinton here.
The game for the Redskins, number 4.
Well, again is Ethan Combs.
Right now, Plymouth 0 for 2 from three-point land.
Inbound Palmer right in front of the Knox bench off to our left. And it's going to be Clinton with the basketball.
Our defense looks solid, but our offense still looks a little gimpy on the half-court offense.
Palmer to Clinton right side off a screen. Down low to Wendell. Good. Bank shot by Jared Wendell for two. So it's 5-2 now, Plymouth. Binkley with the basketball, trying to avoid a trap. Binkley, pass almost stolen by Renz. Recovered. Sanders lost it. Randy Davis steals. Randy for the layup. Got it. Good job by Jason Renz to slow down the only defender the Knox brought up. 7-2 Plymouth. Binkley, harassed by Davis, turns, fires high off the glass, missed it, long rebound, loose on the ground. Wendell, great save, gets it to Randy, dribbles over three other people, bullets one to Clinton. Clinton from the right wing, spin move into the paint, shot foul from behind Sanders.
The freshman picks up the foul. He thought he got all ball. The official had a different view.
3:52 left to go here in the opening quarter. Chad Clinton will go to the free throw line.
Coach, we had a lot of confidence in Chad, leaving him in there with those two fouls, and he's performed well with the two fouls.
An 88% shooter from the charity stripe. Barry's the first of two coming his way. So he is now 15-17 on the season, coming off a 16-point performance last night when he and Randy were high scorers in that overtime loss to Northwood. Here comes the second free throw from CC. Bingo. 9-2 now. The Pilgrims have the lead. Clinton will come out and Byron Festich will spell him. Cody Binkley will bring the basketball up the court. Renz late in getting over there on the defensive help. Ball over to Campbell. Pass deflected into Combs. Turns, fires high off the glass and in. Ethan Combs, a 6-foot senior, with a high bank shot, makes it 9-4 as the Redskins senior puts in his 53rd point of the year. Wendell on the left wing side for Plymouth the other way. On the post up, Renz in the block. Turns, hops through, lays it up and in. Nice job there by Renz. It's now 11-4.
Yeah, those are the kind of moves and passes you can make against a man-to-man, and we do a very good job with that.
Binkley with the basketball. Trying to butt Randy Davis away there. Baseline drive here by Campbell off a screen. Banked it around the rim. Out. Rebound Plymouth. Window. Outlets to Renz. Long lead Randy Davis. One against three. Blaze it up. Missed everything. And Campbell grabs the loose miss. Up ahead come the Redskins on their transition.
Double dribble.
Binkley got away with it. Top to the key. Handled by Hauser. To the right wing side. Taken by Campbell. Campbell to the right wing side. Low block. Lowers his shoulder. Finds Hauser underneath. Blocked from behind. Loose ball on the ground. Deflects in a shot. No good. Rebound Hauser. Foul on Palmer.
Jacob Palmer picks up the foul. Plymouth just a half second behind in that possession the whole way through.
His first
All kinds of activity.
Well, it's pretty apparent neither one of these two officials are going to call a charge.
Or keep up with the play, to be quite honest with you.
There's three of them, actually, out there.
Well, any, meeny, miny, mo. It all sticks with all three of them. Hauser at the free throw line hits. Will Hauser, 6'5" junior, known mostly for his defensive efforts, a really good shot blocker. Has 119 career points as a Redskin. Got the first free throw to make it 11-5. This could cut it to within 5. And he floats that one through.
Nice arch.
11-6. Plymouth has the lead here with 2:25 left in the first quarter.
PJ Gretter checked in for Randy.
Renz, the Palmer got fouled from behind, no call. Palmer now wants to drive right baseline, floater block, got it back, Palmer scores!
Jacob Palmer taking it strong to the hole.
Great persistence by Jacob after having his initial shot blocked. Hinckley with the basketball, almost got by Gretter, gets now picked off the play, now into the hands of Garbus and the Knox. Top of the key, Campbell looking inside. There's the lob into Campbell. Combs, nice reverse off the glass and in. Ethan Combs with his 4th point of the evening. 13-8. Plymouth leads. Now they have the basketball around the window. Now Palmer, right side Falstich. Ethan Combs comes out on him. Falstich with a baseline pass, a bad one out of bounds off of Gretter's hands. Turnover Plymouth. But we're just not getting to our spots quick enough. For example, there, Larry, on a baseline drive, you got to beat your man to that spot if you're going to baseline kick.
That's exactly right.
And we didn't do it.
No.
Falstich just did not get there. He was a step late. His man was right with him. Binkley. Those are the little things that really disrupted Jack last night. Here's Campbell on a low post, flip up, missed it. Rebound, taken by Palmer. Quick outlet to Gretter. Plymouth on the run. Gretter wants to go up strong. Banked it, missed everything. And the rebound to Hauser. So we're starting to play too wild of a style here. This is playing right into Knox's hands. Top of the key, Hauser to the right side, Campbell. On the post up, Ethan Combs backing up on Renz. Knocked him down. Goes up, missed it. Rebound back to Combs, and now they got to push from behind.
It's going to go against Palmer. Jacob Palmer picks up his second. Renz went for a charge again. That's the third time he's tried to go for a charge, and the official just look it off.
We're down to 56.5 seconds left as Palmer's now going to have to take a seat. 13-8 Plymouth, and an inbound coming up here for the Redskins left of the basket. Just left of the basket. Binkley will inbound. And he finally gets it out. Caught out high by Campbell. David Campbell averaging 11 a game for the Redskins. Marked up by Jeremy Renz into the contest for Plymouth. Now to Nick Zarnecki, the junior. He's had limited playing time. Gets it on the low post to Combs. Backs up on Renz. Forced it up. Draws the foul on Jason.
Jason Renz picks up the foul. It's our 16th foul. Next one will be shooting in the first quarter just ending. He was in the active shooting, so he'll get 2 on that anyway.
So to the free throw line will go Ethan. 239 career points as a Redskin. He's a 6-foot senior who delivers the free throw and hits. 44 ticks left to go here in this first quarter. 13-9 now. And Combs with a second free throw coming. He didn't play against us last year in the sectionals. Matter of fact, this is the first regular season meeting between these two since the early 90s. Clinton with the basketball on the right side, 13-10. Plymouth with a 3-point lead and down to 35 seconds left in the first. This is Gretter dribbling through some traffic. Over to Clinton right side. An NBA 3 way short. Rebound. Tipped up. Grabbed in. Zarnecki had it and lost it off his leg. Plymouth ball with 22 seconds left.
Good hustle by PJ Gretter deflecting that ball and causing it to come loose.
So it'll be an inbound on the far side near the timeline for Byron Falstich. He'll get it to Clinton and we'll work for the final shot. 18 seconds remaining. Clinton on the right wing side. Top of the key to ends. Around the Falstich. Byron looking inside. Nothing happening. Byron shakes off his man. He's going to dribble in. Kicked it out to the wing. Offensive foul on Falstich. Byron went in, and as he went to kick it off, he got out of control and knocked down a Redskin player.
First time they called an offensive foul tonight, and that goes against Plymouth.
So Knox will have 7 seconds to get it down the court. Combs will run it up to the timeline, marked up by Clinton. Down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Combs spins. Left wing side, Binkley at the buzzer. The three misses wide right. And we have completed 1 quarter of basketball here from Knox. The score, Plymouth 13, Knox 10 on A&M. They're back on their way. We'll be giving away Bruno's Pizza here in just a few moments, so stay tuned. Knox has the basketball, Plymouth has the basketball, and they're going right to left on your radio dial. It's 13-10. We'll give you some numbers here in the first quarter in a moment. Here's Clinton for an NBA 3 right angle. Again, he's short. Oh, he's shooting way out there, too. There's Binkley the other way. Quick transition, Zarnecki. They'll pull up on the right wing side, getting it to Combs. Ethan crossed over, walked. So Combs walks, and let's look at some numbers.
Well, both teams had 3 turnovers in that first quarter. Plymouth shot 5 of 11, 0 for 3 from three-point land, and Knox shot 2 of 10, 20%, but are still only 3 points down. They had 3 offensive rebounds, which is very unusual for Plymouth to give up 3 offensive rebounds in a quarter, but only scored 10 points, so we almost had them in single digits. We just scored only 13 ourselves.
Renz backs up his man, got doubled off the ball, and Combs gets the steal for Knox. Combs pulls up over Randy, forced a high shot, no good. Rebound comes to Renz, and Plymouth will go the other way. Jason in the front court. Goes left side to Jeremy. To the bounce pass, cut through Palmer. He goes up against Combs, kicked it out now to Randy. Randy now into Palmer, got his man beat, but then he walked.
4 turnovers for each team now. This Plymouth offense, half-court offense, looks about as stale as it did last night.
1 minute going by, and Knox with the basketball, trailing only by 3. Binkley with the basketball. To the right side, Hauser. Hauser looking to do something. He's in trouble, and he just got it off over to Cole. Left wing side, Zarnecki. Picked up there by Palmer. Zarnecki will get it to the top, Binkley. Binkley marked up by Randy at the top. Cody still looking. Lost the ball, but saved by Ethan Combs. Combs dribbles in, hops to the corner, gets it off to the right side. Binkley, a 15-footer, in and out. Rebound, put back, Ethan Combs.
Ethan Combs now has 10 points already.
13-12 as the Plymouth leads now down to 1. Randy Davis on the right baseline, and a blocking foul will be whistled against Knox. That'll be on Zarnecki. Time now to give away a Bruno's Pizza. We'll give it away to caller number 10 at 936-4096. That's caller number 10 at 936-4096. A 1-topping 16-inch pizza, courtesy of our great friends at Bruno's. Renz a nice kick off the inbounds to an open Clinton, and his 3 no good. Renz a nice board, puts it up and scores.
Nice ball fake, Jason Renz.
15-12. Plymouth up now by 3 again. So good luck to call number 10 for the Bruno's Pizza. Zarnecki backdoors to Combs. We lost him. And an offensive foul. No, they call the bucket. Down for Ethan Combs, and the foul will go against Plymouth.
Jeremy Renz did not get the charge call. Went for the charge, didn't get it, and he left from the free throw line. And we still didn't get a charge line. That's hard to believe. Looked like a charge to me.
Wow. These officials. Now to the line goes Ethan Combs. He missed it. Nice block out by Renz. Grabs the rebound. And he'll push it up court. Renz, one-on-one. Gets by Sanders. Leans into it. Banked it in. Jason took him one-on-one. And he beat the freshman. 17-14 now. Plymouth. We go the other way. Campbell denied the baseline by Jeremy Renz. Now out high, it's Zarnecki. Zarnecki in trouble, reversed it over to Sanders' right side. We got the big man handling the ball. Inside the Combs, double teamed. Shoots over the double team and off the rim, no good. Tipped around again, and the ball's free, saved by Palmer. He gets it out of the corner for Clinton, who was out of bounds.
5 turnovers for Plymouth.
Palmer, all he did was saw Clinton on the right wing side, and Chad was trying to break away from all the traffic, and
it was on the sideline.
Right on the sideline. So just a bad break there. Or just flat out not knowing where you're at, and Palmer not keeping his composure, outletting when he probably should have just been a little more patient. You can take your pitch out, take your pick on that one.
Byron checks in for Jeremy Renz.
Zarnecki left corner, handled by Cole. Cole guarded by Renz out high. Cole goes on a low block lead. Hauser turns over, misses over false stitch. Rebound comes to Byron, and Plymouth will have the outlet and the transition. This is Clinton, went to left baseline, slides through, layup, got it. Nice move by the Plymouth senior, Chad Clinton, 19-14 Plymouth. Zarnecki got away with a palm. The ball deflected by Randy again. Zarnecki loses it again. Now finds his cut man, Sanders, who lost it. Clinton gets the steal up to Randy. One man to beat. He's fouled.
Randy will go to the line to shoot two. At Plymouth now, this last minute and a half to put on a little run. They look pretty strong and pretty powerful right now. Let's see if we can maintain this for the rest of the second quarter.
Todd Bowlby working over the official as he so commonly does. So here we go. It'll be Randy Davis at the free throw line. Shooting one off the rim and glass good. Randy came in on the evening a 73% free throw shooter. So he buries that one, making it 20-14.
Nick Niner checks in for Chad. Chad again with those two fouls. Don't want to catch a third one here.
Randy Davis comes in with another free throw attempt. 73% this season, goes in and out with a second one. Hauser grabs the loose rebound and Knox will get it up court. It will be Garberson. Crossover, gets by a window. Left corner, handled by Campbell. Campbell wants the left baseline, got through, blocked by Neilinger, who comes in and it goes out of bounds. So Nick Neilinger gets a block, stopping the clock at 4:15.
Knox could have had somebody take it out there. They had five guys ready to receive the ball.
Yeah, but no one wanted to take it out. Binkley will outlet, Campbell grabs. Campbell hops through the lane. That's going to be a blocking foul on Neilinger.
That'd be a 1-1.
Well, good of his next team, Larry. They're going at us.
They are coming right at us hard.
4:10 left to go here in the second. And at the free throw line is Campbell, David, a 75% free throw shooter. Misses there, and the rebound Palmer. Window, Neilinger right side, Davis, and he walked. So Andy with the turnover, and ball back to Knox.
How about we just run a half-court offense, 5 or 6 passes, and then score, you know. It seems like we've just gotten totally away from running our offense.
Binkley with the basketball across the timeline, left side. This pass behind Garberson, but he saved it. To the right corner, Campbell passed up the three, trying to get it inside to Hauser, who fights through finally, but good help side by Palmer. Hauser shoots over him nonetheless and scores. Hauser, 6'5", Palmer, way less than that. But Palmer now cuts in for a layup, shot missed it, and the rebound Hauser.
Hauser, big powerful rebound.
Knox with a chance now to cut it to within 3, or to within 1 if they shoot the 3, 2 if they go for the traditional bucket. It is now 20-16. Knox ball. Handling it is Garberson. Now to Binkley out high. Now they're marking him. To the right side, Campbell. Campbell in the house. Broken up by Palmer. Nice play. Then Fawcett's nice outlet. Neilinger on the run. Goes for the layup. Scores!
Nick, nice finish by Neilinger. Again, those Knox turnovers turned into our points.
22-16 Plymouth with under 3 now to go in the second. Binkley with the basketball. To the right side, Crambo. Baseline hops through. Blocked from behind. Taken by Palmer. Here comes Plymouth the other way. Palmer on the run. Ethan Combs slows him down. Gets it over to Fawcett's right baseline. Looks for somebody. Stepped on the sideline. Baseline, I should say. And a turnover by Plymouth. Well, we just don't have a sense of location on the court tonight.
We just a half step off.
2:43 to go here in the first half, and it's 22-16.
Nick Neilinger getting some minutes here in tonight's game. Has 2 blocks.
Here's a lead down at the right elbow to Hauser. Backs up Neidlinger, shoots over him, and it goes off the rim, and then over the back on Hauser will get called.
Yeah, Nathan Neidlinger, a wonderful job on defense, and then a wonderful block out. That was the lower body that we were talking about. He had Hauser off balance.
Well, here's where Nick Neidlinger matches up well against a Knox team. Knox is a very lanky team, and Nicky's one of those lanky kind of players where if he sticks his derriere out to block you out, you're going to have a tough time reaching for any kind of loose balls or anything that, as long as he's around the area. Plus, he has a long wingspan. Window on the left wing side to the top Renz. Neidlinger sets a pick, now flashes out, but Renz finds Window, lost the ball because he got fouled.
Wow. That was a tough call there, but Binkley picks up the foul, and their coach very, very unhappy with that call.
Todd Baldry. You know, say what you want about Todd, and the way he is on that on the bench on the sideline. But I'll tell you, he gets the job done, and he leads with
enthusiasm. Let me tell you.
And he gets the best out of his players. He makes an average player very, very good. Window at the free throw line, missed it. The rebound deflected, but Knox regains it as Campbell was Johnny on the spot. Campbell will bring it across the timeline. Marked up by Neidlinger. Wants to go baseline, lost it off his leg, and then the ball off his leg again.
Jason Renz came over to help Nick, and they combined to force a turnover for Knox. That's their 7th.
Minute 55 here left to go in the second quarter. 22-16. It'll be Plymouth basketball, Clinton. Now to the hands of Palmer, the right side, Clinton. Renz, Neidlinger left wing side. Gets it down low, Palmer back out, Neidlinger left wing. Neidlinger cuts in, kicked out, Renz down to the low block, Palmer again. He hops in the lane, kicked it off Neidlinger, slings it around Window, Clinton now with it. Down to the low blocks, Renz again. Skipped it out, Neidlinger open for 3 on the right wing. Off the rim, no good, rebound, Clinton no good. He got fouled, and now Clinton picks up his 3rd foul because he was behind the player, and he gets called for a reach-in.
Minute 20 left, and Chad Clinton's out there. This is the first half. He's got 2 fouls. He picks up his 3rd. That is the worst thing that we could have had happen. Randy Davis was set to come in, but didn't get in. And now he will come in for Chad.
So to the free throw line will go Jacob Cole. And Cole will miss his first free throw. He came in 7 of 8 on the season, averaging 10 points a game for Coach Bowlby. This is a Knox team that shoots 68% from the free throw line total so far in their first 5 games. The free throw is up, and that one's no good either.
Missed them both.
Plymouth with the outlet. Randy Davis underneath. Nice catch, Window. Shot fake. Had the ball deflect off of him. Back out to Randy for 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Tipped around. Out to Ethan Combs. 2-on-1 with Knox. This is Combs. Shot fake. Missed it. Tipped around by Randy on the Renz. Now to Palmer. Palmer on the fast break's going to pull up, and we'll just set it up. Down to 57 seconds to go in the second quarter. Palmer looking. Now to the top window. The left side of the paint Renz, now to Randy slicing through, leans into one, got it to roll.
Randy Davis picks up his 5th point.
24-16 Plymouth. 37 seconds left to go here in the first half. Binkley brings it across the timeline for the Redskins. Look to see if he gets a count, and now he will. Davis marks him. Now it is Garbison. Marked up by Window, right side Combs, down to 22 seconds for Knox. Campbell takes Randy with him on the left side, dumped it off to Binkley. Down to 12 seconds. Binkley gets it to Combs, down to 8 seconds, looking. Combs creates some space, down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, zips it underneath. Shot fake put by Garbison, missed it, and Plymouth grabs the rebound to end the half.
Nice finish by Plymouth there.
So a defensive spurt ends well here for the Pilgrims, as they will carry a 24-16 lead into halftime. Here we go. All right, Larry Falstich, Tony Ross. That'll do it for our Country Auto Center halftime show. Country Auto Center, where everybody gets a great deal. The third quarter begins. Larry, let's look at some numbers here.
Well, again, we only shot 22%. Knox only shot 22%, but stayed in this game. We shot 45% from the floor, but we were 0 for 7 from three-point land, and there's a turnover for Knox.
Wendell will move it up the court, looks over to Palmer. Palmer, nice little get around, but double-teamed defensively by Knox. Here's a kick out to Jason Renz, and his three on the way, and he misses it for the air ball.
Scoring-wise in that first half of the Pilgrims, Jason Renz had 6, Wendell had 2, Chad Clinton 4, Randy Davis 5, Nylander had 2, Nick, and Palmer had 5. So Palmer's inside is really, his inside play is what helped our shooting percentages. He shot the ball well, but nobody else did. There's a turnover, Knox.
Knox will get called for over and back as it's touched by Garbison.
Knox did a nice job in that first half with only 7 turnovers, but they just created 2 more here in the third quarter, so now they're up to 9. They actually had 7. We had 8 turnovers, so they were ahead of us in the turnover category, which is amazing.
And that was one thing that Todd Baldry stressed to his team is we need to cut the turnovers down, especially those that are unforced. First 2 turnovers were unforced. Nice lob underneath to Davis, but boy, Knox did a great job recovering defense. Palmer slides through. No help side defense this time of the Redskins. 2 points Plymouth, 26-16 now.
7 points
by Palmer.
Yeah, 7 points for Palmer.
Knox tries to get something started there on the offense. Renz almost gets a steal. There's a lead down low, and Wendell will. Wendell to Renz. Renz to Wendell, cutting off the glass. Shot off the rim, no good.
3 straight turnovers for Knox. They have not got a shot off, and then right away Combs is going to come in.
Binkley's pass almost stolen by Clinton. Into the hands now of Garbison. Worked around to Binkley. Binkley goes inside, and a reach-in foul from behind by Palmer, and he knew it.
Jacob picks up his 3rd.
He was beaten on the inside and was forced to reach around. And just can't do that, son. 6:26 left to go here in the third quarter.
Palmer and Clinton both with 3 fouls.
Billy Binkley to inbound, left of the basket. And there it is to Combs. Ethan backing up his man Wendell, double teamed and fouled.
Who they're going to give that to? I just don't know, so we're going to wait.
It's going to be on Wendell.
Wendell picks up the foul.
So that's his 2nd foul, and that will bring Ethan Combs to the free throw line again.
Ethan takes the ball strong to the hole every time, and they're not calling a lot of charges in this game, so that works good for him. He misses the free throw.
He's now 2 of 4 on the night, and the senior will get a 2nd free throw coming. As it is up, and that is no good either, so he misses both there.
Wow.
Plymouth has got to take advantage of this now. Here's Clinton. Top of the key, Palmer. Now over to Wendell, left wing side. Nothing happening there. Work back, here's Davis trying to drive in. Triple team, kicked out. Clinton, far corner for 3, no good. Tipped around, and it's grabbed there by Campbell. And back come the Redskins.
0 for 9 from three-point land.
So the outside shooting continues to be a problem. There's another turnover by Knox. Campbell threw it right into the heart of the Plymouth defense. Randy Davis spots up from 14 and hits the right side jumper. 28-16 Plymouth.
4 turnovers in this quarter, and he's going to get across the line. He's going to call a timeout.
And a timeout indeed called, and Todd Baldry is going to take it. So with that timeout, we'll take a 30-second break and come back here to Harold Weinberg Gymnasium.
On the offense.
That'll be Binkley to get the first touch. Across the timeline he comes, marked up by Randy Davis. Bink will get it into the hands of Campbell. To the left elbow, dumped it off to Binkley. Here's his 3 on the way. Short. Rebound comes loose. Randy grabs it. It's another long rebound off a miss. Randy across the timeline, marked up high, but he's able to get over to Palmer to Clinton. Lobbed in the Renz. He's in between the blocks. Wants to go baseline drive. Flip it up and in. Nice play by JR.
Jason with 8 points, all on that baseline move.
30-16 now, Plymouth. With the basketball, this is Garbison, gets it over to Binkley. Binkley almost had his pocket picked by Randy twice, and Randy gets him a 3rd time. Randy goes in for the transition bucket. Nice play by Randy Davis. I'll tell you what, he's going to be on America's Most Wanted posters here before too long with as many steals as he's got this season. as he almost picked Binkley's pocket again. Binkley gets it into the hands of Campbell. Campbell backs up Renz, throws up a 10-footer, no good, and the rebound Wendell. And there we go the other way. Clinton on the right wing side. Clinton gets it out to Wendell, shot fake on a three, now to Palmer. Lob into Renz. Renz backs up his man, then puts it back out to Clinton outside of the arc. At the point, gets to Randy. Randy will get it over to Palmer. Now to Wendell. Around to Clinton on the reverse Randy right angle again. Randy ISO, shut down on the baseline, gets it in the Renz on the low post. Drops into the paint, dumped it up. Nice catch, Wendell. Then his cutter's Palmer, who goes in for the layup and scores. And it's 34-16 Plymouth.
All layups here for Plymouth in this third quarter as we stretch the lead out by attacking the middle.
And ball movement. Garbison with the basketball, picked up by Renz. Garbison to the free throw line, kicks it left wing. A three on the way by Campbell, off the rim, no good. Rebound off of Palmer as he rips it down with one arm. Fine play by Jacob. It'll be Davis to the right side, Clinton for the home run. And Chad misses another three. And Palmer trying to go for the loose ball, trips up his man, and he's called for the foul.
And picks up his fourth. Byron will come right in. TJ Greder going to pop into the lineup also with Byron Ballstitch.
Hauser will check in for Knox as Cole will take a seat. Sanders in for Ethan Combs.
Greder comes in for Chad Clinton.
So it'll be Davis, Greder, Renz, Fallstitch, and Wendell out for Plymouth. Hauser, Sanders, Binkley was bringing the ball up the court. Campbell and Zarnecki for the Redskins. Binkley on the inlet, kicked by Randy, stops the clock at 3:05 here in the third. Campbell will inbound right in front of the Knox bench. Knox going right to left on your radio dial. Sanders, the freshman with the basketball. Spinning, dumps it off to Hauser, picked up by Fallstitch, down to the hands of Campbell. Campbell, slowed down by Greder for the time being. Now picked up his dribble, finds Binkley. Marked up by Davis. Randy, staying with Binkley for now. Binkley goes to the right hand, tries to use a screen, kicks it right wing, Campbell. Campbell will dump it underneath the Hauser, and he's fouled. Wendell. Yeah, we'll get this one. If it's not him, it's Davis.
No shot, be out of bounds. Going to go Jason
Renz.
Gets his second.
I missed that one completely.
Jason came in late there. I thought the foul was before that.
Yeah. Inbound Binkley and the Redskins left of the basket. And it's going to be handled there by Zarnecki. I'm sorry, make that Garbison. Garbison will get it over to Binkley. Marked up by Wendell out high. Cody, right-handed dribble, takes it to the top of the key. Threw it away almost. Nice save by Garbison. Back to the top, Campbell. Thought about the three. Dumps it down low. Binkley on the baseline drive. Blocked from behind by Fallstitch with some good help defensively. And now Renz will make the ball up the court for the Pilgrims. Lobs it over to Randy right wing. Plymouth in the front court, going left to right on your radio dial. Wendell down low in the post. Renz had it slapped away, got it back. Jason looks for his cutter. Greder late getting there, so Renz, now he stutter steps, goes up strong, shoots, draws the foul. That's just heads up read there by Jason Renz.
Just great patience.
Saw that his cutter, Greder, in this instance, was not there in time, so he just made an isolation play and drew his man out and then just took him one-on-one on the baseline. And drew the foul and gets to the line again. Where he comes in 75% in the season and he hits. 34-35-16 Plymouth.
9 points now for Jason Renz.
Nick Neiliger will come in for Randy Davis.
And Blaine Schaefer is going to come in for Jason Renz.
The free throw by Renz is good. So Jason hits a nice one. 36-16. A 20-point lead now for Plymouth with 1:58 to go here in the third. Binkley has the basketball. He'll bring it across the timeline. Gets it into the hands of Garbison. Right back to the top, Hauser, looking inside. Now he's going to dribble toward the top of the arc. Gets it off to the right wing. Garbison again. Garbison back to the top. Campbell dribbles by Grener, dumped to left wing. Binkley for an NBA three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Hauser. And a reverse layup attempt. He lost it on the way up, and a loose ball reached in. And Neilinger gets called for the foul.
Offensive rebound by the big man, Hauser. Creates an opportunity for Knox to do an out of bounds here.
I just thought Hauser lost that ball as he was going up instead of having it deflected, and I thought maybe a travel could have been called in, but I didn't see it apparently as well as the officials did down low. Inbound Redskins as Zarnecki will do the honors left of the basket. Zarnecki cannot get it out until finally he finds Campbell at the top of the key near the timeline. Bastich picks him up defensively. So and it's going to be Campbell trying to use a screen, nothing happening. But we've just really kind of shut down anything inside look that they've been wanting to get. Good job by the Pilgrim defense thus far. Hauser battling Sanders, looking for Sanders, doesn't happen. Campbell dumps through and he draws the foul. Oh, they're going to count the bucket.
Wow. He was fouled.
He was fouled way before the jump stop.
Yeah.
That is such a ridiculous call by the official.
Jared Wendell picks up his third foul.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. As Campbell delivers the free throw and hits. So he does his job, takes advantage of that extra point he gets. Here's Plymouth the other way, a lead down low to Schaefer, missed the bunny, rebound tipped, and it's grabbed by Knox. Blaine has had limited playing time. As a matter of fact, it's been a couple of games since he's seen the court. Here's a lot down low, past Hauser off his fingertips, turnover Knox. So at least the Redskins are giving the Pilgrims an opportunity to increase their lead.
Great defense here in this third quarter. We're going to go for the last shot, which means Knox will end this quarter with only 3 points.
Neilinger has the basketball. Getting it out to Grener. Back to Neilinger. He's out at high. 35 seconds left in the third. Grener marked up by Cole. Dribbles past him. Dumps it off to Falstich, who's now at the point. Now to Grener. Grener will dribble in. Dump it off to Blaine Schiffer. Kicks it out the window with 20 seconds left. Good ball movement. Grener has it in the timeline right at the Big K here at Harold Weinberg Gymnasium. Now to Neilinger. Now to the flash window. Left side Grener with 6 seconds of three. Grener hits! PJ Grener hits his second three of the season. Here's window to steal. That's up! They're in the third quarter!
A 3 or 2.
Going to give him a 2. His foot was just inside the arc. What a steal by window! And then he let it go at the buzzer after Grener hits a 3.
Get it off the rim.
5 points.
In
2 seconds for the Pilgrims. Unbelievable.
In
2 seconds for the Pilgrims. Unbelievable. Welcome back here to the Harold Weinberg Gymnasium, 41-19. The Pilgrims have the lead, and Blaine Schaefer gets called for an offensive foul away from the ball, but it's 17-3, third quarter run by the Pilgrims.
Yeah, it was all about great defense, and then we went for the last shot like we always do with Coach Edison, and PJ nailed a 3, and then with just 2 seconds left, Wendell steals the ball and banks it in from about 18 feet. Give us another 2 points, so a great end to that third quarter.
Campbell at the free throw line. He was the one fouled. That's 17 fouls, by the way, now on Plymouth, and Knox only has 1 team foul.
Blaine Schaefer picked up the foul on the other end, and
second free throw is good by Campbell. The junior came in 75% from the line for Knox. Grener on the right corner, thought about the 3, passed it up, gets to Schaefer. Big Blaine able to get into the hands of Falstich. Penetrated, gets it out to Neilinger. Now to the top window, left side Grener. Grener sees the left baseline, floats it up, got fouled from behind. I'll tell you, if you're going to go in there against Knox, you better get ready to get prepared to get hit.
Went for the charge and didn't get it.
So Grutter will go to the free throw line. Todd Baldwin continues to work with the official. Todd was wanting an offensive charge called, but it'll be Grutter at the free throw line to deliver and hits.
PJ gets his 4th point of the night.
PJ came into tonight with only 32 minutes under his belt. But he will see some more playing time as this season goes on, as that one rolls out, tipped out, grabbed by Nylinger. Around the Grutter.
Nice play by Schaefer.
Fastich with the basketball. The free throw line just gets it out to Schaefer. Over to Grutter. Now to Wendell. Wendell to Fastich. Byron. Crossover. Turns, spins, fires a rainbow off the rim. No good. I like what Byron did, though. He got aggressive. Just didn't get the fall. Campbell, the other way for Knox. To Hauser. Around to Sanders. Sanders looking inside, nothing happening. Now Campbell, marked up by Nylinger. Campbell wants left baseline, floats up the 14-footer, way short. Grutter the rebound. Outlets, it's Nylinger now on the run. Now in the front court, Fastich. Top of the key, Grutter left open for 3. PJ way off the mark right. Hauser grabs a loose rebound. Cody Bickley lost the ball out of bounds, or did he? Nope, stolen away Nylinger. He goes up with a reverse layup, spins it in. Nick Nylinger, wow. Nice play by the Knickster.
Good hang time.
6'3" junior. And then Cody Bickley just threw an elbow on Grutter. Those two go down as Grutter slow and getting up. There's a lead underneath the Sanders. He blew the bunny. Loose ball still on the ground. Nylinger gets it back. Down goes Grutter again.
Gretter's hurt.
And his knee, his left knee is clutching and he is grimacing in pain.
Yeah. He was...
PJ got knocked around, and that's put back on their way. PJ had to get helped off the floor, and he's getting looked on by Kristen, athletic trainer. Here's a lead down low to Blaine Schaefer as he goes up strong for 2. 46-21 Plymouth with under 6 now to go here in the game. On the right wing side, it's going to be handled by Cole. Dumped it down low to Bickley. Turns, fires off the glass and in. Cody Bickley, expecting a lot of great things out of this young man in years to come for Knox. He'll get the bucket. Jeremy Lenz with it on the left wing side for Plymouth. Ryan Welch into the game now, as well for the Pilgrims. We got Welch, Schaefer, Nylinger, Lenz, Wendell. Ball gets kicked, stopping the clock at 5:23. It maintains Plymouth possession.
Out of bounds, Plymouth.
Well, Jack's putting in the big beef order right now because I think he's maybe a little bit tired of getting knocked around. So having some of his players get knocked around a little bit. And with this big a lead, no sense having anybody else get hurt. Lead down low to Nylinger, deflects over to Renz. Wendell now with it at the right angle.
But standing there, somebody's got to cut.
Nylinger receives out high, now to Welch, left elbow. Skipped it over Wendell, near wing. Sees a right baseline drive. Blocking foul will be called here on Hauser as he didn't get planted in time, apparently.
Well, Hauser should know that they're not going to call charge tonight. They called one, that was on Byron Falstich early in the first half, and that was only, and Jason Renz himself has gone for 4, and no call on any of the 4.
Wendell will check out as Fastich comes in.
Okay.
Byron will inbound. Have to wipe up some perspiration on the court. Well, the Pilgrims coming into tonight's game. We talked about it. Had their 5-game winning streak snapped last night. Trying to get back into the winning track here this evening, and it's looking good with 5 minutes left to go. 46-23 Plymouth. Fastich on the right wing side to the top Renz. Sees the left elbow, kicked it over to Nylinger, and he threw it away.
Yeah, that's a tough one to call there, and it just didn't look like Nick was expecting the pass.
So, with under 5 to go, the turnover by Plymouth gives Knox the ball. Binkley spins on his man to the right elbow, floats a long jumper up, got it. So the sophomore strikes again. Came in with 32 points on the season. Fastich to Schaefer. Got it up by Hauser at the top. Now to Welch. Ryan Welch Gets it to Fastich, left elbow. His drive is stopped. Now he has to protect it. Trying to dump it underneath, and the ball is going to be saved by Knox, but right to Plymouth. Nylander sets up for three and missed it. Schaefer with a nice offensive board keeps it alive. Will kill more time with Fastich to Renz and a shot fake three. Down low to Fastich, blocked from behind. Welch knocks it loose.
He's out of bounds.
Sanders was out of bounds when he touched it for the save.
Sanders did not need to touch that because it was out of bounds to us, but he didn't know that in the action, and he was standing out of bounds.
So Plymouth will have an inbound left of the basket, and Sanders will take a seat. Zarnicki will come in for him.
10 points for Ethan Combs in the first half and very little playing time at all in the second. Still some things going on there.
Yes, there is. On the right side, Renz. Jeremy skips it across. Fastich takes the three. He'll skip it right back to Renz off the rim and out of bounds. Jeremy had that one go right through his mitts. You can just tell there's a sense of frustration with this Knox team.
Right.
That they're going to have to get it corrected before it's way too late. Binkley has the basketball. Right side, handled there by Campbell. Hops into the lane and fouled by Fastich. But
that'll put Knox at the line because he's in the 1-1.
Get back and talk a little bit about this Knox team. They've been a losing streak of more than 3 games in a row. The free throw is missed, and Plymouth grabs it. Now we'll set up the offense. Fastich has the basketball. Fastich tries to get it into the post up. Welch, now left elbow Schaefer, now to Renz. Nylander back to Jeremy. Jeremy right baseline, doesn't have anything. Welch around, Nylander, Fastich poked away by Binkley. Regained by Fastich. Left corner, Jeremy popping out Schaefer. Around the Fastich right angle high. Underneath the Renz, lost the ball again, and it's going to be Knox possession. Jeremy kind of struggling tonight with the hands. 3:15 to go in this one. All Plymouth, 46-25.
PJ on the end of the bench, working on that, still trying to recover from that knee. We'll let you know later on if we know anything about if there is an injury there.
Hauser on the right side wants to dribble in. Nice spin move into the paint. Bank shot good.
Wow, Hauser.
Right at the right low block, he did a nice spin move and banked it in. 46-27. Plymouth still has the commanding lead. Renz to Fastich. Right side, Blaine Schaefer right elbow. Looking, still looking, still looking. And there's the lob for Nylander, and Nylander could not leap up high enough to save it. It's out of bounds, turnover Plymouth. 2:36 to go in this one. 46-27 in favor of the Pilgrims. Binkley has the basketball, and he's marked up by Renz. Worked around Hauser. Campbell denied the right baseline thanks to Fastich's defense. Campbell cannot shake off Fastich, dumped it down to Hauser. Schaefer will force him to alter his shot. Now to Campbell with a drive. Shot no good. Down goes Jeremy. And he apparently is the last one that touches the ball out of bounds.
Goodness.
No, just out of bounds.
Okay,
no foul.
Thank you.
The smallest guy in Munster 2 Timbers apparently was the one who tipped it out of bounds. Binkley will inbound right to the basket for the Redskins. Caught out by Zarnicki. Zarnicki will get it into the hands of Garbison. Splits through a little defense. Throws up a wild shot, missed it. From 10 feet out. And now Fastich rebound. The Nylander, and his pass stolen away by Zarnicki. Zarnicki up the right side. Nice catch, Garbison. Finds his cutter. Threw it behind his cutter. And it deflects though to Binkley. He keeps it alive. There's Garbison right elbow jumper. No good. Rebound Renz. He gets knocked down and there's no foul called. You've got to be kidding me.
And he slid 3 feet, which is a travel if you don't call a foul.
There's Fastich with a nice lead in Mystic. Man, he got his own board and scores and draws the foul.
Wow, that's some poor officiating there.
Well, it's getting too chippy.
I know the
chippy right now.
I know the game's over, but you still keep blowing the whistle until it officially is over.
It's getting a little too chippy here. And someone's going to get hurt again. Fastich at the free throw line for the Pilgrims. 64% coming into tonight. Jared Wendell will fill in for Ryan Walchu. We'll grab a breather.
Ryan's been ill all week, and I think that's part of the problem there. He's just out of gas. Coach Potho, Sam Ryan, there's quite a few on the team that has the little bug. That's what happens when it kind of warms up there in December. Seems like there's more bugs going around.
So here we go. Fostic from the free throw line. Delivers and drains the free throw. 49-27. With a minute and a half left to go here in the fourth. Binkley with the basketball. Plymouth on the defense. Redskins Hauser out high. Gives it to Binkley. Stutter steps, right baseline kick. Reverse layup. Good. Hey, this kid's got a lot of talent, and either he turns it on or he doesn't turn it on. I mean, he's just like that right now. He's like a light switch. Nick Nylinger gets fouled.
6 points in this fourth quarter.
We've seen some players like that, Larry, over the years. They're good when they want to be. It's almost they have to take that initial baby step to realize that they can walk.
And then sometimes they're good when it doesn't matter. You know, the pressure's off. The pressure's off, and we've got a comfortable lead, and all of a sudden he comes to life.
Under a minute to go in this game. 49-29, a 20-point lead here for Plymouth. Nylinger to Renz, left baseline drive, kicked it out to the near wing Fostic, who cross-court it to Nylinger. Nick gets to the window on a right angle high, 40 seconds. Window, double team, dumped it off to Renz, underneath the Fostic, around the Nylinger. Good ball movement here by Plymouth, under half a minute to go in the game. Pilgrims will get back in the win column after tonight's victory here against Knox. Schaefer, Nylinger, window. He's going to go ahead and dump it out to Schaefer. And down to the final 10 seconds. Renz holds. Gets it to Fostic with 3 seconds, 2, 1. That's it. Game over. Well, the Pilgrims rebound after a tough loss last night at home Northwood with a convincing win in the night over Knox. 49-29.